100 grand.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I
Yo!
keep going flowing over this and make it look easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great, stay paid by the boatload. Don't go chasing a wave, I'm a rowboat, blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They trying to plot my drop, they been huddling.
Yo!
So tall, I could give a high five to the pilot.
Oh no, I'm definitely bald under this cap. It's like the opposite of what my stream normally is. Pretend like I'm not. Going retro with the newspaper? Dude, it is actually so boomer of me, but I do read a physical copy of the Financial Times. I feel old every time I do it, but I do it. Because it came with a subscription I got. So I literally do read this. Bros Ancient. Okay. It's just the weekend edition. I only get it once a week. All right. So SMD. Condad, thank you for the 15 months. Soats, thank you for the 12. 1 year. PogChamp. I believe in skeletons. Thank you for the 16 months. I didn't know that skeletons were a controversial belief. I didn't think there was a lot of, I thought that was a settled issue. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were all pretty well aware that they're real. Did you cut your hair? I promise. I am of my word, okay? I'm going to cut my hair. Actually, Ari's going to do it. But I'm doing it after Marketing Monday. I did ask Slime. I do not think he's available on the time frame that I would need to do it. I want to beat Hitman while being shaved. So I think Ari's going to do it. We will either do it after Marketing Monday tonight or we'll do it tomorrow. But it's happening, okay? Relax. You guys are so incredibly eager to see me shave the little hair I have left off my head. All right, I'll do it, okay? I lost the bet. I have to do it. That's how it works. Yeti! Shout outs to Yeti in chat. I was here for the baldathon. You wear that shirt. Real Jiggles, thank you for the prime. Meggings, thank you for 3 months. The Blomster, thank you for the 8 months. Braden Carlisle, thank you for the 12. A year in and he goes bald. Crazy how you guys went from saying I was already bald for years. You're saying you have no hair, you're bald. What's the difference between you and Mr. Clean? Nothing. To now, every day, you are extremely interested in whether I shave my head. It's like, okay, what was it before then? Well, you're admitting that before. We were gaslighting ourselves. Can I have your leftover hair? No, you cannot. Mr. Sad, thank you for the 15 months. October 1917 Pog for the 30. What was in October 19? Was that the Russian Revolution? Is your name a reference to the Russian Revolution? What else was in October 1917? Am I right or am I wrong? Can you please take the cap off for 1 second? There, okay? This is what's gonna go, okay? This luxurious full head of hair. My sweet 16. No, October 1917 was not my sweet 16. Obviously, that doesn't even line up with my normal birth. Racing Legend, thank you for the 18 months. Boop Dot, thank you for the 2 months. Why aren't you wearing flannel today? Blink twice if you're under duress. Obviously, I'm going to blink over the course of a 2 hour plus stream, okay? But it doesn't mean I'm under duress. I just want to wear a shirt that's marketing on it because it's Marketing Monday. Now I'm blinking. Now I am under duress from this chat. Counterstick, thank you for that 5 gift. That's very kind of you. Huey Jets, thank you for the 7. Colin K, let me read your last message, Counterstick, because of the gifted. You said, well, I mean, the one I'm seeing is bald Omega lol. That's the one that pops out to me outside of the yo. So thank you for the 5 gifted. Really, Armo Flame, thank you for the 9 months. You're gonna pull it off, I think. You know, I think I am, Punch. And I thought about it. It's because I can wear this hat exactly like this every day until I grow it back. Yodi gang. Hey, what's going on with Yodi Land with Fulcrum? He's still uploading? Was he still changing the world? He's taking a break. I feel that. Are you gonna shave your beard as well? No fucking shot. If you shave your head, you cannot shave your beard. I think that's like iron law. You just can't do it. You just not. I think it's like, yeah, I I wouldn't dare. Not a true Hitman fan. I guess Agent 47 and Mr. Clean do pull it off, but they're the only two, and they have extremely defined features. Snooty, thank you for the 8 months. Katali, thank you for the Prime. How's everybody doing? Today we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff in the world of marketing and business. Very eventful week, even though it's only been a few days since the last one. So much has already happened. Bezos and The Rock both do it. I've often considered myself sort of a midpoint between Jeff Bezos and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So not insurmountable that I could apply both of their hairstyles to myself. What time Marketing Monday start? Probably 7:45, maybe a couple minutes. Just let me organize my tabs here for a bit. First of all,
Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like Eilish. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, it's the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Where you'll never catch this ego in a nest. I invest my time in a booth, I find a piece, I used to piece the boom in my mind.
damn, that song has blown up since I first started using it. It's got 10 million views now. I think it was at 400,000 when we first started using it as the intro. I mean, it's just a banger. He really crushed it. Song is called Drake, or just called Drake. It's called Drake. Song is called Drake by an artist called God's Plan. It's crazy. They both did it. It's a reference to each other. Search up Drake, you will find it. Big, have you seen what's been happening in the Chinese EV market? I'm talking about that a little bit today, but what would you like to say? Because maybe I could include it. I'm always down to learn. He's all over my YouTube shorts. Yeah, he crushed it, the shorts. I was talking to Nolan Pilgrim, aka Forehead, about it. I showed it to him earlier on. I was like, hey man, I think this guy's really finding a smart way to use shorts and TikTok to blow up his music. And I think you're as talented, if not more so, than him. That's what I told Nolan Pilgrim. So hopefully, I mean, maybe some artists just don't want to do it, but did you see Shaq got served for his FTX deal? No, we have to include that. Hey, Shaq finally served after months of hiding? Wow. That's funny. Okay, we'll include that. Free Shaq. He's not in jail. That's so funny. Wait, how did he hide? Shaq? Dude, I Googled. Oh, I should include this. Wait, I'll just save it. I'll save this, okay? I'll save this. If Shaq isn't safe, none of us are. That I can't imagine you think that you are, I don't know, next in line after Shaq. You think Shaq is like the soldier holding back the arrows? Yeah. No, that doesn't really make sense. He did a paid ad for FTX where he promoted it. So he's going to be involved in this lawsuit. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, there it is. Got it. Okay. Ninjago-thon. Yeah, that's coming so soon. Hold out hope. Chicken McRobert, thank you for the 11 months. Thizik, thank you for the 3 months. Mason is Slick, thank you for the 5. B-Dub Live, thank you for the tier 1. Eric the Pooh, thank you for the 14 months. Big Eric the Pooh fan here, mostly for his work re-uploading Game of Thrones music, but also for his work as an editor. Why aren't you bald yet? You have no idea that I'm not. So, gonna start in about 3 minutes here, I think, relatively soon. B-Dub Live, thank you for the tier 1. Anonymous gifter. Anonymous gifter. Oh, okay. You're not able to respond to the message. Oh my God. So I've been doing this thing where if somebody offline subs and I see it, I will send them a whisper and say thank you, because I feel like I'm not actually ignoring every fucking sub. And nobody has ever responded once. And so I thought nobody or I don't know. I just thought, like, what am I doing? What a fucking waste of time. And now it turns out Siege Live is telling me that he can't. Wait, do I have settings off or something where you can't respond? That's very fucking funny. It's a better chance to get myself. I don't actually whisper everyone. I've done it like fucking 5 times, but I just, whenever I see it, thank them. That's very funny. She's like, well, sure. I don't know how to get your Discord from you, but if you can give me your Discord, I would like to, can you just message me on Discord? Like people can, it's open, right? Or send it to Yeti. Send it to Yeti and we'll figure it out. I missed the beginning video of Marketing Monday. No, nothing started yet. This user has turned on block whispers from strangers in their privacy settings. And I'm, no, but I started a conversation with him, so it should work. I don't get it. Dude, did Obama just subscribe? No. Oh, he did. Holy shit. Oh, Barack Obama himself just subscribed for 1 month. And his last message was, I haven't liked much of Pixar's recent stuff besides Soul. Okay, Obama. Before that, he said AMC to the moon, diamond hands. Aced Obama. Wow. Barack has the... He's won the people over. He's won him back. The drone strikes, they pushed him away, but his astute observations on Pixar have brought him back. I like that. I like that there's ebbs and flows. Obama is him. Just... Calling everyone who does anything remotely positive him is very funny. It is, okay, so I did get a message. I did get a whisper just now from Mint Chocolate Chip Ice Cream, who can message me. Oh, he said, your thank you scared me. I didn't want to say anything because I couldn't think of anything. Hot dog fingers. Cool. Loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving that I can have normal conversations with the people that I try to talk about business and marketing with. That all of you are just so easily able to seamlessly enter conversation. Missed a sub. Dr. Battle, thank you for your sub, if that's who it was. Okay, we should be about to start. Do I have my ish in order here? Not even close. Not even close. Yeah. Do have to figure out how I'm gonna do this again, but it's fine. I still have Walter White's confession, but it's a Burger King ad. Harrison Ford does not care. AMC stock. Oh, wait, you guys want to see something totally nerd? No, you're not even gonna, you guys can't get. Is anyone here a total Magic the Gathering nerd? This is for the fucking 12 people in here who like Magic the Gathering. I saw this clip today. Someone is writing a whole article about it, so they linked it on Twitter and I saw this. It's kind of like the swaggiest fucking thing I've ever seen in competitive Magic the Gathering, which is a very low bar, but they cleared it, okay? It's a very short clip. Let me just show you. I'm gonna try and explain it. Okay, and then I'll jump in, all right? I'll jump right into the marketing, but this is just, it blew my mind and I thought it was swag. Okay, so first you have to know, there's this card called Settle the Wreckage, and it destroys all attacking creatures, basically. So if you attack with your whole army, they can play this card and just kill your entire army, all right? Do you understand? That's the basics. So this guy, LSV, Luis Scott Vargas, one of the goats of Magic, is fighting against this guy, Jeremy Dezani. And Jeremy Dezani is playing an all-out aggro deck, and he knows that Luis Scott Vargas has this card. All right, he knows he's got it in there, but he doesn't know if he has it in his hand. He knows it's in his deck. So he has to decide whether he wants to attack with his whole army or half of it. Because if he attacks with the whole army, he could lose everything to this. So he's deciding. He's like making a call. Now, on his board, LSV has basically nothing. Like a couple chump blocking tokens, nothing, all right? He has the ability to make a vampire token to help him block. Not very helpful, but one small thing.
She's coming in.
Okay? So he's deciding whether he's going to attack or not with everything.
She's gonna take a moment to
and Jeremy's taking a moment to figure out how the blocks are going to work, how his army's going to do, okay?
Look at Luis, he's grabbed him.
So right here, this is the swaggiest thing ever. Luis grabs this vampire token, implying that that's his defense. He doesn't play it, but he picks it up like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this vampire token as my defense, which makes this guy think that's all he's got.
Oh man, that is the most. This grabbed now.
So now this guy's mathing it out as if he played the vampire token. He's thinking about it,
What happens if you make? Can Luis lure Jeremy Dezani into the full attack here and get him with all the wreckage? And there it is. Settle the.
He does it. So then this guy fucking says, fine, I attack with everything. And then right then he taps all mana, sell the wreckage, destroys him. Instant GG. It's actually so swag, dude. He baited him so fucking hard. He picked, it's just such a badass, like, it's so meta. That is cheating? No, it's not cheating. He didn't play the card. He just held it up. You can hold your own token card. Look up the pen trick. What's the pen trick? MTG pen trick. What is the pen trick? Basically, it's when your opponent is going to attack or you want them to attack, so you grab the pen you've been using to track life totals. Oh, okay. You grab the pen as an assumption that you won't be able to block. Because you're gonna. Oh, that's very funny. That's very funny. I feel like that. You know what? It's weird because it's probably the same thing, but the pen one feels more off to me than this, which is like it was very in the game. Like he had the ability to make the token. He was kind of threatening it, but he didn't. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Now it's time to get out of the fucking MTG world. Toller7, thank you for 12 months. Anti-proverb gifted a tier 1 sub to Atrioc Dilf. To see active chatters getting rewarded. Paraditto, thank you for the 5 months. Try using magic to gathering some hoes. Thank you for the 5 months of subscription. Paraditto. Let's see. Thank you for the tier 1. J God, thank you for the 6 months. Fish Frog, thank you for the prime. Samurai Zebra, thank you for the 11 months. Captain Kevs, thank you. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into Marketing Monday. I have a fuzz on my hat brim. Thank you, Salty Pineapple. Can you do me a solid as we jump in to Marketing Monday today? Since we have so many topics to discuss, we need to identify each chatter individually. So if you could just take a look at this following short instructional video and tag the thing in the video that most geolocates, transmogrifies to you, that would help me so much. Welcome to Marketing Monday. Let's begin. Monday on April 17th. This is a show where we talk about all the wins and fails in the past week of marketing and business. And I have a major win start off this week. A win for you, a win for me, a win for Marketing Monday as a whole, because finally the drought is over. A CEO has said some really fucking dumb shit on Maine again. Thank you. Thank you. All I've been asking for is for a public company's CEO to say some really dumb ass shit on Maine. And that happened today with the CEO of Herman Miller. Let's talk about her Zoom call that happened today, where she was addressing the fact that all of her employees' bonuses had been cut to zero. Interesting. Let's see what she had to say about all that.
Can we stay motivated if we're not going to get a bonus? What can we do? What can we do? Some of them were nice and some of them were not so nice. So I'm going to address this head on. The most important thing we can do right now is focus on the things that we can control. None of us could have predicted COVID. None of us could have predicted supply chain. None of us could have predicted bank failures. But what we can do is stay in front of our customers, provide the best customer service we can, get our orders out our door, treat each other well, be kind, be respectful, focus on the future because it will be bright. It's not good to be in a situation.
I want you to know, just keep in mind when you're watching this video, that the first about 45 seconds are clearly a prepared statement. It's very corporate speak, then she makes the mistake. She makes the mistake right at the end, right about 47 seconds, she goes off script. Okay, so just be ready for that. Okay.
Situation we're in today, but we're not going to be here forever. It is going to get better. So lead by example, treat people well, talk to them, be kind, and get after it. Don't ask about what are we going to do if we don't get a bonus. Get the damn $26 million and your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus, right? And I get some commitment for that. I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done. Thank you. Have a great day.
Pity City. I think the reason that the employees can't live in Pity City is probably because they can't afford to. Because they don't have the bonus that CEO Andy Onen has, which roughly rounded out to about $5 million. She was paid a little under $5 million in 2022. So it's like maybe they just can't afford to live in the same city. Her bonus is fine, while her employees has been cut. This is very extra funny to me because my mod chat, this is incredible timing. My mod chat, literally yesterday, we were having a debate over Herman Miller chairs. One of my editors says it was their dream to always have a Herman Miller chair. And I said, well, they had them at Twitch and NVIDIA, and they're fine. I mean, they're good chairs, don't get me wrong. But they're hella overpriced. I mean, they mark them up so much. You can find a really good chair for like way less, like hundreds less. Oh, finish it? Sorry. I forgot. Oh, wow. Oh, thank God for letting me finish it. I forgot she drops the mic like she just fucking hit a walk-off homer. I forgot she... She thought she crushed that. Bro, she thought she just nailed it. She's getting dragged all over the internet. This went viral in public, and I think they've already released some kind of statement. But, poor timing to be taking your own massive paycheck, massive bonus, while cutting all your employees' bonus. You want to know the business reason why this is all happening? It's because commercial real estate, basically businesses with high-end luxury offices, is completely collapsing. It's dying. But people, work from home has remained somehow structural. Even though people are begging people to go back to the office, there is some portion of offices that are never getting filled again. And they're not buying these luxury downtown offices with tons of high-end Aeron chairs. And so it's causing a big drag on the profits for Herman Miller. And so they're having to figure out how to adapt to that, and they're not thinking about cutting CEO pay at all. So that's what's happening with Herman Miller. We'll follow up on this story. I don't know this is going to go over well, PR-wise. My office went from 2 floors to half a floor. Yeah, this is happening all over. Offices are just generally downsizing, and it's like, even though the pandemic is essentially over in terms of real response to it, there is something structurally changed about the office environment forever, white collar office environment anyway. And it's not going back the way it was exactly. And so companies that relied on that are getting boned. Because regular people aren't really buying Aeron chairs, but offices were. In fact, at the same time, all these offices that are downsizing are selling a bunch of extra chairs on the secondhand market for cheap. Like right now is like the best time in history to buy a cheap, discounted, used Herman Miller. And so, their business is getting crushed. So that is what's going on with Herman Miller. But thank you, Andy Owen, for giving us that. I've always wanted CEOs saying dumb shit. Speaking of CEOs saying dumb shit, let's talk about the 3-horse race right now in the world of Chat GPT and competitors, AI LLMs. If you guys remember, just not too long ago, less than a month ago, there was a big open letter signed by one Elon Musk that said, hey, you know what? This AI stuff's happening too fast. We need a 6-month pause. We need a 6-month pause. And I remember saying, that's an odd, that's an odd time frame. That's a weird and odd time frame. 6-month pause. What is that really going to do? How is that enforceable? The real thing this seems to sound like is that this person wants to build their own competitor and needs time to catch up. Well, who could have predicted? That is exactly what has happened. Elon Musk has announced he is going to start a truth GPT. He's providing his own artificial intelligence startup called X.AI or something. He has bought a whole hell of a lot of NVIDIA GPUs, which is good for some of the stock I still own. And has hired a bunch of AI people, including the guy from DeepMind. What's his name? Yeah, Igor Babushkin. Former DeepMind employee. DeepMind, by the way, we'll talk about in a second, is the other horse in this race. The big three right now are OpenAI, essentially owned by Microsoft, DeepMind over at Google, and then now it looks like, I think Meta is third. We'll talk about that too as well. But Musk has started 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs. He started Truth GPT. And I believe his goal with Truth GPT is to make a non-woke AI. The real problem with AI is that it's too woke. He needs a non-woke AI that will only serve truth. So he went to the very best place to reveal this news, and that is Tucker Carlson on Fox News. That's where he announced it. During a segment called Elon plus Tucker, this is where he announced Truth GPT.
Are the two sort of heavyweights in this arena.
So it seems like the world needs a third option.
Yes. So I think I will create a third option, although starting very late in the game, of course.
Can it be done?
I don't know. I think we'll see. It's definitely starting late.
If only you had 6-month pause.
But I'll try to create a third option, and that third option hopefully does more good than harm. Like the intention with OpenAI was obviously to do good, but it's not clear whether it's actually doing good or whether it's. I can't tell at this point, except that I'm worried about the fact that it's being trained to be politically correct, which is simply another way of being saying untruthful things. Yes. So that's not a bad sign.
That's funny. Elon Musk kind of rambling for 5 minutes, and Tucker Carlson hears something about how it's too politically correct, and that look at his eyes, dude. Yes. Hone in on that. Yes.
There's certainly a path to AI dystopia is to train an AI to be deceptive. So yeah, I'm going to start something which you could call Truth GPT, or a maximum truth-seeking AI that tries to understand the nature of the universe. And I think this might be the best path to safety, in the sense that an AI that...
Then he really goes off the rails here, where he starts talking about... I'll let him tell it, and then we'll talk about it.
Cares about understanding the universe. It is unlikely to annihilate humans because we are an interesting part of the universe. Hopefully, they would think that. I think it would, because humanity could decide to hunt down all the chimpanzees and kill them, but we don't.
The two things Tucker said in this interview were yes to AI is too woke and yes to we can hunt down all the chimpanzees and kill them. His point, Elon Musk's point here, is that by creating a truly curious and truthful AI, they will keep humans around because we're interesting. That's his end game. AI becomes super powerful and they keep us around like we keep around chimpanzees in zoos. That is the plan long term for the reason we need TruthGPT. And I think that's a powerful message. I want to give that a huge win. Shout out to Tucker Carlson and Elon Musk for bringing that to our attention. And I hope woke GPT can't compete. But speaking of competing in the world of AI, the real, actual two heavyweights are again Google and Microsoft. That is the battle. Because here's the deal. For the past all of our lives, basically, Google has been the dominant force in search. And search has been a very important part of the internet. And so they've made hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars basically out of search. In fact, almost everything Google does outside of search loses money. And they've sort of just printed money with search, and they've had fun Google parties, and they've wore the rainbow clothes, and that's what they've done for years and years and years. And now finally, the rise of ChatGPT and the Bing AI and things like that is starting to threaten that dominance. Because if you have used it, if you have tried to use it, it has become very clear that like for a lot of questions, ChatGPT will give you a way better answer than Google. Google is just not as good at the product. And so there's a structural change in like, I might not use Google search very often anymore. I will use ChatGPT. And that could mean the end of their dominance, the pivot of the whole company, a huge problem. And so Google's in a real bind. So they are trying to devise their own radical search changes this year. They have an elite strike team on it. They're sprinting to protect its core business with a flurry of projects. They want to update the search engine for AI. They want to make an all new one. I think they're going to call it, they want to call it Magi. That's the code name. Magi is the code name for the new Google AI powered search. Based off the Falco main, obviously. Obviously a nod, subtle but true nod to the SSBM Falco main. And you know, they want to have a bunch of changes to it. And they made a ton of money. And the reason this is like so panic inducing to them is that just very recently, Google employees were shocked that they learned that Samsung was considering replacing Google with Bing. That's how bad things have gotten. Samsung is legitimately thinking about replacing Google with fucking Bing. And again, a huge amount of the money Google makes every year is from the massive payout. They get $3 billion a year from Samsung to use Google on their phones. They get like $20 billion a year from Apple to use Google on their phones. And those contracts are up for renewal this year. So this is a lot of revenue on Google's front. They are desperate. They're gonna put everything they have into trying to make their own version of AI. But right now, again, the lead is still with OpenAI and Microsoft with ChatGPT. The worst part is they're losing to something called Bing. Yeah, it's insane. It says it right here. For years, Bing had been a search engine also ran, but it became a lot more interesting to industry insiders when it recently added new artificial intelligence technology. Basically, Bing is like a free way to use ChatGPT 4-ish. It's like above. It's like 3.5 maybe. And so people are using it. It's getting an uptick in usage. And that's super scary for Google, who thought they had no competitors. Ping is a stupid name. I'm sorry. I 100% agree with you. Speaking of stupid names, let's talk about the third. Can't even really call him an elephant, but the third horse in this race. The big tech giant nobody seems to be talking about as much anymore. And that is, sorry, hold for a second. There it is. That is our old pal, Mark Zuckerberg, over at Meta, who has completely abandoned the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg has realized that all of the money they spent on the metaverse, by the way, just to lay that number out for you, they currently are at about $36 billion invested into the metaverse with basically nothing to show for it. Horizon World, seen here, has almost no daily users. Okay. And this title mentions the iPhone, Xbox, Amazon Echo. Developing all of these things cost way less than he spent on the metaverse for no gain, for literally no gain. So they punted this money, and now there's a shiny new toy, which is called AI, that Mark Zuckerberg is all in on. And they do have one of the leading language models, Llama, right here. quite powerful. And so they're working on that. And they're trying to find a way to invest it in their own social media creations. 36 billion for no legs, lost to VR chat. Yeah, I mean, again, I can think of not many bag fumbles, or actually just many cash burns in history greater than Meta with the metaverse so far. It has nothing to show for it. The only one that's similar to me, it's smaller scale, but it's such a percentage-wise insane throw, was that company Clubhouse. Do you guys remember Clubhouse, which was essentially Twitter Spaces on a different website? And they got an offer to get bought by Twitter for $4 billion, and then they didn't take it. They didn't take it, and then they immediately got copied and no one uses it anymore, and now it's dead. Like, can you imagine being an investor in that company and turning down $4 billion? And now you have nothing? That's fucking wild. Twitter's another good one. Actually, that's crazy. Twitter is more money down the drain than fucking the metaverse. Wow, a lot of big throws. Llama's the only big one that leaked. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on in the world of Google, Meta, and Elon Musk on that front. We'll see how TruthGPT does. I'm just seeing one more thing here. Oh yeah, the feature list of the new search engine is pre-selected lists for different searches, such as purchasing products and researching information. I guess it's gonna know your search ahead of time, maybe. You know what? There's one thing they mentioned though. There's one thing they mentioned that I guess they just had to be sure we knew about. The new search engine will include ads in its search results. Thank God. Thank God. I was worried that the new Google search might be ad-free, but we can rest easy. Huge win. Google hasn't taken out our favorite part of Google, which is that we're definitely still going to get the ads. Thank you very much to Google. Huge stuff. All right. Oh, that's getting disrupted. Google search is getting. Guess what else is getting disrupted? Banks. Banks are getting disrupted by an unlikely source. Only the biggest company in the world, Apple. Now, we talked about last week how everyone is pulling their money out of banks because they offer like 0.05% interest rate, and you can just put it into government bonds and get 5%. Well, Apple is capitalizing on that by offering a 4.15% high yield savings account. So if you don't feel comfortable buying government bonds on treasurydirect.com or putting it in a money market fund, but you have money in a bank and you have an iPhone, why not just take your money out of the bank and give it to fucking Apple, who are going to pay you 4.5% on your money? It's actually a genius strategy. Yeah, Bank of America is 0.01. Damn, might do that. There's kind of no reason not to. And this is going to kill banks even harder. What the fuck, is that even legal? No, of course it's legal. It's in fact encouraged. Right now, banks are being incredibly stupid, either mismanaging where they put customers' money so they can't afford to pay them higher rates, or being greedy and then just not paying them higher rates. If you're a customer with money, you should be paid a higher rate to put your money in a bank right now because the default government rate is 5%. This seems crazy. It's real. You know what's funny is like rates like these would be considered like normal or low for anything before like the 1990s. But we've had so many long years of 0% interest rates. People think this is crazy, like unheard of. There's no catch. I'm not shilling for this product. I don't even have an iPhone. I'm not going to use it. But like realistically, this is totally normal for them. They're the most valuable company on earth. They can just be a bank. And moving into financial services is actually one of Apple's big growth areas because when you're a company as big as Apple, you know, if you're worth over $3 trillion, to find a way to grow when you're that big, you have to like basically punt out an industry. You can't just make like a small improvement. You have to like basically take market share from a big industry, and they want to go for banks. And that's not bad at all. So again, check it out. 10x the national average. You can get it on your iPhone. They started with the card, and the card works. So how do I do this right now? You have to look it up, but I think it's US only at the moment, but they're going to roll it out. Android users, you can always just buy government bonds or put your money in a high yield savings account. They exist. The worst thing you can do is just keep your money sitting around in a bank earning 0.03% in a bank that could collapse. Finally, the competition to hear about so much in capitalism. Again, it's weird because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm not a fan of Apple's monopolies. I'm not a fan of fucking gigantic, too big to fail banks. You know what I'm saying? I don't like either one of them, but at least one of them is offering a more reasonable yield to their consumer. In this case, I have to take Apple's side. This beats most high yield savings account. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good deal, and it's a smart move from them because everyone is already pulling their money out of banks because they can get better returns elsewhere. Okay, so that's Apple, and it's actually a pretty goddamn big piece of news from their part. We'll see how it plays out. Let's talk about something a little more light. You guys know we've been following the FTX drama. for a while. We talked about how Sam Bankman-Fried got League of Legends taken off his home arrest PC the past week. Very sad news for him. But finally, something else has happened, okay? They're coming after someone who should never, ever be the target of government investigation, and that is our good friend Shaquille O'Neal, okay? And other celebrities. I thought celebrities were above the law. Hashtag free Shaq. But it turns out the government is not content just to cruelly and unusually punish Sam Bankman-Fried by locking him up and taking away his League of Legends. They want to punish every celebrity who shilled this dog shit product onto unsuspecting consumers. And so that is begun with Shaq, who has been served in an investor suit after months of hiding. Now, I can't imagine how Shaq hid. So I Googled Shaq hiding. I got this. So I guess this is what... I suppose this is what he was doing for the past 4 to 5 months to avoid being served in the lawsuit. What actually turns out had happened is that he was apparently hiding and driving away from our process servers for the past 3 months. He just drove away. This would not allow them to serve him. They finally got him at his house and had his home video cameras record it. So he is officially being served in the case. His statement, which I think is decently fair, is that a lot of people think I'm involved, but I was just a paid spokesperson for a commercial. And it's tough. It's tough for me to square this circle. I don't know exactly what I think. I do think it might be reasonable to claw some of that money back. But again, I'm not sure. Again, if I don't really expect Shaquille O'Neal to have to do the research on whether or not FTX is, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. But it's also, you know, what's funny is I like Shaq. And so I'm more inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm less that way about Matt Damon. Somehow I want Matt Damon to get a really big fine because I hated that fucking commercial. So it's tough for me to say. I think in general though, it's not their fault for not knowing the details. Again, crypto bamboozled a lot of people. If someone offers you a lot of money, says the business is working, that's kind of fine. And also there's a kind of a weird line on it because, like, for example, crypto.com arena and all that, you know, if those go down, they have to claw it back, but they can't be accused of shilling for it. So I don't know. We'll see. Mr. Wonderful is, I believe, part of the lawsuit. We'll see how it goes. We'll follow up on that. Follow up on Beergate. So again, the big story in the world of beer has been the backlash to Bud Light because they gave a single sponsored can to a trans influencer, Dylan Mulvaney. And it turns out, now, while it has not affected AB InBev stock at all, because they are a company that is extremely large, extremely diversified, and has no, I mean, again, even Bud Light sales could tank by half. I don't think it would affect anything. That being said, I just got to be honest. I mean, I'm reporting the news here. There has been a drop. There has absolutely been a drop in Bud Light sales. They've lost a small but significant share, at least right now, in Bud Light sales. And so, because they are a spineless corporation, this is exactly why I don't give corporations too much praise when they do something that's like supposedly brave, because it's not. It's always it's a very cynical look from their side. And so the second they have any actual sales backlash, they kind of back down. And Budweiser USA put out this commercial today.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America.
Jesus Christ.
Found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract. Brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow. Raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
Bro, it's just fucking shitty light beer. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing fucking special about it. Oh God, I fucking hate this type of advertisement. It's so, anyway, they found a way to throw 9/11 a beer ad. The comments are not kind. Again, the only people that actually care enough about this are people that are extremely outraged because Dylan Mulvaney got a sponsored beer can, which is absurd. And so, yeah, they're freaking out. I don't think this worked for anyone. And the whole thing just seems really stupid, to be honest. If you really zoom out, this whole thing is incredibly fucking stupid. But it's not the only incredibly stupid thing happening in the world of business, especially businesses that are fighting back against the claims that they are ever possibly woke. The big one that has been happening for the past few months and slowly unfolding is the Great War between, where I gotta find it, 1 second. The Great War, here it is, between Disney and DeSantis. Disney versus DeSantis. Here's our image. It's the war of our age. The Republican possible candidate for president, well, he likely is going to get creamed by Trump, and governor of Florida, is that his title, is in a all-out war with Disney and Bob Iger. And this war is completely heated up. To talk you through it, basically, Disney, for a long time, has had a special district. Disney World operates in a special district where they sort of handle all their own municipal needs. Disney makes their own or handles their own sewage, water, electricity, all that stuff. All right, it's not done by the city; it's done by Disney. They don't pay taxes on it, et cetera, et cetera. That's their. They've had this separate thing for a long time because they bring so much tourism to the state. Yada yada yada. After Disney did something, I forget who it was, the last CEO did something, like he opposed the Don't Say Gay bill or something. DeSantis got into a rage and started saying that they were going to have to completely remove Disney's special properties. Okay. So Disney obviously freaked out, took it back, placed their CEO, among other things, but it's already in motion. But Disney is a shrewd operator. Okay. Disney's know what they're doing. They know their way around government policy and money. So right before they lost control of the zoning board, they had a new law passed, which made it so that they can no longer be given oversight from anyone else until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendant of England's King Charles III. This is real. This is real. It's like a basically in perpetuity. They wrote this into the fucking bill that was passed. They passed it last day and locked it in. So Disney is completely immune from oversight. They kind of they won this leg of the exchange. But of course, that kind of just made DeSantis and his crew more pissed. And so now, as of right now, they are doing a bill that's going to have going to undo that bill, revoke Disney's other privileges, and stop, it has other privileges like monorail is exempt from state inspections, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I don't know how this plays out, but I do know that if it has a really material impact on Disney's income in the state, there's going to be a problem. I actually don't know. I feel like this is such a weird look for both parties because Disney is basically using its corporate power to get influence over the government, which is bad. But then also the politician is starting a war with Disney for, deeply ideological reasons at the cost of the benefit of his own state. It's like, it's bad for Florida either way. This is how America becomes the United States of Disney. Bob Iger's going to run for president. And all the while, this whole fucking drama is happening, Disney's having a bunch of layoffs. So that's sort of flown under the radar. 7,000 employees just got fired. Kind of an L. They need to put Charlie in office already. I'll take it. That's what's going on with that. Again, I don't know how it'll play out. I do know that it's probably a big waste for everyone's time. But we'll see. We will see. Okay. Whoa! Huge win! Guys, finally, can we get a huge win for a group of people that never seems to get a break? And that is, say it with me, boomers! Boomers! I saw this great article from Business Insider saying that as Gen Z flounders at work and millennials struggle to buy a house, boomers are finally enjoying a golden moment. What the fuck are you talking about finally? They've had fucking 70 years of golden moments. They've had the longest unbroken streak of golden moments in human history. What? I can't imagine how they could finally be enjoying a golden moment. But that, thank you, Business Insider, for letting me know that finally they're getting their chance. Mostly because, according to them, boomers are on a home buying bonanza. Millennials, like myself, are desperate to buy a home, but cash flush boomers are standing in their way. And this is not new. I don't know why they dropped this like it's a new. This has been going on nonstop for years and years and years and years and years and years. So I'm not 100% sure. But interesting. Thank God for that reporting. And I think checking. Oh yeah. I used to always include in the Marketing Mondays ways for you to make money. All right. I like to make sure my audience has a chance to hustle, crush it, to go big, start finding opportunities outside of the beaten path to make money. And today I've got another excellent one from this guy, Tyler Mancuso, a 29-year-old salesperson who found a great idea. He worked as an ad tech salesperson that did deals with Google. And when Google paid his company, I believe it was $9 million, he, instead of routing it to his company's bank account, routed it to his own bank account. And then just tried to buy a bunch of gold bars with it. And was instantly caught and is now in jail. If you want to know about truly powerful big brain thinking, if you really want to be a mover and shaker, you got to get ahead. You got to think outside the box. Easy clap. Just he's him. Look at that smile, dude. He's him. Look at that gold. For a moment, he had $9 million worth of gold, but it was literally just a moment because they arrested him at the place where he picked it up. Can't imagine thinking that would work, but he did. Checking. Oh, last thing. I was going to end it a bit. We're going to do Was That Beijing, but I want to end with a bit of gaming news. Always want to end with gaming news. And also, today's Marketing Monday is all about wins. Okay. It's pretty much all wins to make up for some of the fails last week. So I want to give a big win in the world of gaming to, how do I say this? I guess, to Nintendo. I want to give a big win to Nintendo because this video came out today. This is a HD 2D remake of the original Pokemon. It looks awesome. It looks amazing. The only problem is Nintendo didn't make it. This is fan-made. And the reason I'm giving them a win is because when they sent the guided missile with the high-yield payload to kill this guy, which they did successfully today, they did kill him today, they only killed a few bystanders. When they blew up the city block that he lived on because of this video, it barely killed anyone else. And that's huge progress from Nintendo. Okay, previously they would have leveled fucking everyone around. Instead, they killed him and just a few others. So, like, that's progress. I want to give a big dub. Obviously, it would have been cool to play this game, this awesome fan-made game that he's working on, but I'd much rather have Nintendo murder him and everyone around him, as they are wont to do, as their classic strategy has been. Realistically, though, the fail is on Nintendo. They have been fucking over creators like Point Crow and others around Zelda right now, and are probably going to sue this guy into oblivion for making an awesome, incredibly cool fan-made project for a game that he loves. This would be so fucking sick to try. I can't imagine it ever comes out or is able to play. Unfortunate, but no time for that. We need to get to a segment that has been long forgotten, but often requested. A man who basically runs whatever the opposite of the free world is. Let's give a warm Marketing Monday welcome to Xi Jinping in our age-old segment. What's up, Beijing? What has been going on in China, dude? It's been a minute since I've done one of these, and I had to re-dive in to figure out for myself. Again, last time we talked about this was before the spy balloon incident. That's how long ago it is. We've already forgotten about that, when China had a spy balloon floating over U.S. airspace and got shot down. We are way past that now, so let's look into what's been going on in China. Thank you, Xi Jinping. What, for the gift of the spy balloon? Okay, so a couple pieces of news. Let's get the high level, all right? So spy balloon thing happens, tensions rise, and that sort of kicked off a real point of what's been called friendshoring or multipolar global economy. The point is, companies are starting to try and find a way to get their supply chain either duplicated out of China or out of China entirely, because they're afraid of the geopolitical risks if the United States and China tensions keep heating up, which they have been. One major thing that the United States did a few months back is they banned like so many different access points for chips and semiconductors to China. Okay? They basically shut down a lot of the ways China was going to build its own domestic chips industry. And China has been strangely quiet on that front. They have not been retaliating against that so far. And it's been really effective, apparently. A lot of people look into it. It's been very effective. So now the retaliation is starting to come. China has started a surgical retaliation against foreign companies after the US-led tech blockade. This has been the major thing happening, is that there's like this secret Cold War with tariffs, with random inspections, with fines, with, government intervention that is happening between the US and China with companies that do business on the other side. For example, one big example is on the US side is TikTok. All right. TikTok is China's big global company. It is one of the most valuable companies in China. It is doing well all over the globe, and the United States is threatening to ban it. Okay, it's one of the big things. On the same side, China is threatening to ban or shut down or fine US companies that do business in China. So this whole war is heating up, and it's scaring every company that does business in both. They're all trying to find ways to split their supply chain so they can do business in both. All right, that's what's happening. And the main reason China has not been super aggressive yet is because they're facing a lot of challenges this year. Okay, China right now has some economic problems ever since the Evergrande collapse. They have a lot of local government debt. They have an aging population. They've got things they got to figure out on their own. So they're not trying to start a full-on trade war, even though that'll be terrible for the US as well. But they are trying to push back on certain things. They had a fine on Deloitte. And one of the main things that they're thinking about doing that it could be a huge red line is that they're going to weaponize their dominance in mining and refining to stop the production of electric vehicles outside of China. Basically, China has a huge lead in all of the minerals you need to make electric vehicles. And if they start putting sanctions on that or start trying to slow down, genuine question, how do you have an aging population problem? Imagine if you have a society with a bunch of young people and a few old people. So a lot of people are working and there's a lot of productive capacity and the economy's growing and you're getting a lot of taxes and you can fund your government. Imagine you have a population that's the opposite, where you have a few young people and a lot of old people. They're not working. They're all retired. They take more resources than they create. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. The problem is that it's a fucking death knell for society. It cuts productivity. You can't afford their care, etc. So, sounds like we should get rid of old people. Well, let's not relax. let's relax. Anyway, these back and forths are going to cause a real problem, and they're causing a lot of stress, especially as there is threats in actual war, not just trade wars, but actual war, as the tensions keep heating up around Taiwan, which is where all of the world's chips are made, not Lay's, computer chips. Last week, China did a bunch of military training exercises in the Taiwan Strait, and this week, a U.S. warship sails through the strait as a show of power. Again, both sides keep posturing and flexing all around Taiwan, and it's a very interesting and stressful time. And there is a lot of evidence that the U.S. military at least believes that there could be a conflict as soon as 2025. I don't know what's going to happen. I really hope that we have no military conflict in Taiwan, but it does seem like that we're heading on a collision course because China absolutely wants to reclaim Taiwan as part of its why does the U.S. care about Taiwan? That's a great question. The U.S. cares about Taiwan because Taiwan, again, is the global center of semiconductors, aka computer chips. All NVIDIA products, for example, are made in Taiwan, but as are actually plenty of Intels, even though they have their own, AMD, etc. Basically, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, is one of the most valuable companies in the world. It's based in Taiwan, and if, for whatever reason, China got control of Taiwan, the U.S. would destroy them on the way out. They would destroy all of the chip building capabilities because they're so valuable. It's just an incredibly important country for the global economy. Chips go in everything. They go in not just like PlayStations and computers, but they go in cars and everything else. Not having access would set the other countries way behind. What scared me a little bit was that this past week, Warren Buffett, who has a ton of money in TSMC, the Taiwanese chip company, pulled all his money out. He sold because of worries that the company could go to zero if there was any conflict. Like, it's he pulled all his money out. And that guy's extremely well informed, and it's concerning that he thinks there's some possibility. He's obviously a very risk-averse guy, but there's some possibility that this could actually happen, which is this is extremely concerning. So that's what's going on the military side of China. And then finally, all of this sounds like I'm painting a bad picture of what's going on in China, but they have a few good things going for them. Number one is that boycotts on them for bad actions apparently do nothing, because as you might recall from my favorite Ludwig video ever, his mogul mail on the women's tennis boycott, where this woman claimed that a member of the Chinese Communist Party sexually assaulted her, and then later, like, mysteriously said, no, it was all a lie. I lied. The government's great. The WTA said, hey, this seems like there's a lot of something shady going on. If you don't let us do an investigation, we're going to pull all of women's tennis out of China. They did do that. They pulled it out of China and nothing happened. China didn't back down. And then after about a year, the WTA realized they were losing a lot of money by not doing events in China. So they have decided to just give up. It's kind of sad. They literally just said, we give up. And now it's opening up in China again, which is quite unfortunate. Hopefully, I'm really hoping we can get a second mogul male to keep the pressure on. Okay. We got a full 1.5 year boycott from the first mogul male. If we get a second one, we can keep the pressure on and we can hopefully get it shut down. Actually, I'm really sad about it. And what's sad about it is that they openly admitted what's happening. They said, look, this stance we took at the time was appropriate and we stand by that. But 16 months later, we're convinced that our request will not be met. Which is crazy. Okay, fine. But like what you're saying is you try to boycott, you realize they weren't going to back down immediately, and now you're just giving up. And it's like, okay, the response shouldn't be to cave, because then the lesson is to always, it's very unfortunate. But again, I guess money talks, and also it was a huge revenue generator for the WTA. But last but not least, all of this seems like it might be bad news or downer news. But wait, where is it? Sorry, I lost my. Is it here? Oh yeah, find it. But do not worry, because if it may seem that China's in a precarious position with a lot of homegrown economic troubles, while also antagonizing countries abroad, while also beginning possible military incursions around Taiwan, they have Gucci belts. Because the lockdown has just ended in China, sales surge in all luxury items has gone out of control. There is a record growth in Chinese consumers purchasing high-end luxury items, watches, champagne, cognac, fashion, perfume. Huge. So I think as fellow lovers of fine fashion, we could put out our own Gucci belts, our own Gucci hats, look our friends in China in the eye, and figure out how we can get along, okay? And that is what's going on in Beijing. That's what's going on in China. And that's the end of today's Wins and Fails Marketing Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Jeez. Goodbye, Beijing. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I think it's fucking time to get Ari in here and see if we can't shave this fucking hair off so I can play Hitman tomorrow as Agent 47. But she's not available. We'll do it tomorrow. Barcode? Hey, babe. All right. Let's fucking hair up. If you guys don't know what's happening, I lost a bet. Oh, why is this so? Oh, it's. I lost a bet where I said I could beat Hitman Hardcore Freelancer in one stream, or I would shave my head. I did not beat Hitman Hardcore Freelancer. And so, as a man of my word, I must follow through. Now, did I break this? All right, babe. Whenever you're ready, please remove my luxury. What?
Can you all the hair's gonna get on your chair.
Oh, I don't want it on my chair. How about I send this on it?
That's worse.
Oh, the plastic.
Plastics, yeah. Or a spool. Are you gonna clean up?
Yeah, we'll vacuum it. Oh, all right. God.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Wait, let me change my title.
Okay.
Because right now it's still Marketing Monday. I'm changing it to The Baldathon Begins. Wait. Beat Hitman, I must become Agent 47.
I think you should. You don't have anything underneath?
All right, let me put on a shirt.
Okay. Well, the hair's gonna get everywhere is what I'm trying to say. You get that? Oh my God. I like the jolt.
I'll wear this shirt of my other favorite bald streamer, a Spectacore.
That's okay.
He's bald, by the way. Oh, God.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it.
I think you just run it through.
All right,
oh, I don't want to do it.
Hold on. I think this part is not deep.
What? What do you mean it's not deep enough? It's going
Yeah.
to take off all my... Oh, it's already...
But look, that's it.
No, just do it that way first. All right, let me see.
All right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's...
Take the eyebrows too.
Wait, here we go. Okay, ready? I guess you're supposed to go against the direction.
Oh, God. It is coming back, chat. Relax.
Oh, look at hell.
It'll come back. Hopium.
See, like,
Hey, do a mohawk first, huh? Let's see how that looks.
that's as short as
That's fine. That's fine. That's
can't really
fine.
tell.
All right.
Okay.
I want to go to a barber and have him clean it up. Like, figure it out after we do this.
This guard, you pick like a shard, like, it's such a big guard.
Babe, look how short it is. It's not a big
Man,
guard.
that's so buzz. Okay, stop.
We'll start with this, okay? And then we'll get, I'll get a barber. I want to be able to fade it a little bit, ideally. Oh my God, dude. I'm going to turn into the, wait, like Two-Face. Don't do it all on one side. It's going to look insane.
You literally said to do a mohawk. Does it hurt?
Don't call me Skrillex. Oh God, dude.
But you're such a pussy with this guard,
All
I
right.
swear.
I'm not a pussy with this guard, all
Yeah,
right?
because it's like, look at the guard. It's like,
It's literally called eyebrow length, all right? All I'm keeping is the same length as my eyebrows.
this is nothing. Look at that. Pathetic. All right, let me get it. Like,
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude.
okay, now I'm just
Balding?
balding.
Lex Luthor? No, not Lex Luthor, bro. All right, we just stop right here. This is a good look. What if we just stop right here? I'm sure I could make this work. Or we do the right comb over. What do you look like? I look like I was that one anime character someone fucking kept linking me. Taxi driver? Jesse Pinkman. Dude, I'm gonna go from Walter White to Jesse Pinkman. I'm gonna do the first one-man Breaking Bad show. I'll just flip between Fedora and Not to play both parts. Marco from One Piece. That's what everybody kept saying. Okay, that's actually a pretty good idea, all right? I live in LA. I could go around doing a one-man show of Breaking Bad. Not loving how it's coming together.
Okay.
This is the Mohawk?
I don't know. Okay, this is good. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna finish now.
Alright, finish the job.
Your beautiful hair.
Yeah, well, wait, at this point, babe, what, you want to stop?
Well, it looked.
Ow! Ow!
I asked
Oh, God! That hurt like hell!
I
Oh,
didn't cut you.
God.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Alright, please, dude. Bro's got the LeBron hairline and the basketball skill. 1000 era, new era of ball Atrioc. It's not gone forever. Hold me to it, all right? Hold me to it. We'll check it again in a few months. Boy, that is so short.
It's not even that short thanks to this piss hard.
Oh, I feel so free. I feel so free. Oh my gosh.
I think it's.
This is not Andrew Tate look. This is like Andrew Tate in prison look. When they're fucking ground all weird. God, I feel like I look like a white nationalist, dude. This is... All right. Thanks, babe. Appreciate you doing
that. Up or what?
Yeah, I'm going to vacuum it. Probably after stream, though.
Okay, well, can you really sweep it? Appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'll go to a barber and see if they can add it all back. I'll keep it here. I want to glue it.
Babe, you're getting the hair everywhere.
I don't want to get it in my PC, though. Check him. Look at all that hair. You guys said I was bald? You said I was bald before?
Well, why didn't you clean up while I babysit or something?
You want babysit chat while I get a vacuum?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is they're going to hear the vacuum and they're going to freak out. Oh my God.
Sweep it.
Why don't I just vacuum after the stream?
Because you're gonna get the hair everywhere. Do you get that?
All right.
Like you're like.
You babysit stream. I'll get the vacuum.
I just think it's a good idea. Okay. Hello. But I'm not wearing it. I made Brandon sweep. I guess I could do it, but I don't want to do it. I don't have my makeup. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can actually read the chat because it's really fast. Oh, I can't. There's too much. There's too much. I can't read anything. Well, okay, I'm seeing the spitting fish, obviously, but hold on. Brandon, what? Are you getting the broom? Do you want the broom or the vacuum? It's in the supply closet. The yellow one, do you see it? He's gonna get the vacuum, so it's gonna be quite loud. I'll try to protect it like this. They are pretty much just joling, like both Rainbow Joel, and they're making Breaking Bad memes, I think. Oh yeah, it's my shop vac, by the way, because I love it.
That's a powerful look.
Hey, look, fine, babe.
Alright.
You're getting it all over your socks, and then you track it all over the house. You see that? Like, after that, you just take off your socks.
that Maya does the same thing with her.
Yeah, but Maya's very sweet and beautiful and cute and fluffy down.
that Maya. Really
Well, okay, let's see. Pinkman, I'm seeing like the Pogmouth, Joel. Yeah, and then Megalo, I know that one. Babe, I love how the rainbow fish spins slower, so you can really look at it, you know?
Not that cool, alright?
You know what's a really OG emote is the Dorito.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very. Oh, it's an actual Dorito then, not just like a triangular chip. Do you guys hear that? The Dorito emote was paid for, like much like Atrioc Cop or something. Okay. There's a Bud Light one.
Yeah, it's like a Bud Bar or
Okay,
something.
vacuum's gonna come on, guys.
You might have to share. Have some music you like. Like, what's your favorite video game?
You know the answer.
Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you Google it?
Well,
Banjo-Kazooie?
isn't that like copyright infringement?
Oh, it's a game, so you get away with it.
Can I do it here?
Yeah.
Why do you get away? Oh, cause like you're playing it or something.
Yeah, play Banjo-Kazooie. We'll play Banjo-Kazooie and then we'll play Glizzy Tate. All right,
Wow,
pick,
with
yeah,
timestamp.
pick that, then pick your favorite song. You can pick whatever you want. But
Well, I'll just go like I'll do. Sure, because there's hair all over it. You're gonna get all this stuff.
So can you just maybe vacuum my back? Yeah. Oh, I'm still muted? No, I'm good. Here, well. Shave a checkerboard. Don't put it on my ass. Atrioc, something looks different. Did you get a haircut? Here, wait. This is the only one I have on standby.
Glizzy fingers trying to play hitman. If he can't win, he look like Agent 47. Glizzy fingers trying to play hitman. If he can't win, he look like Agent 47. Sometimes you're acting kind of weird. I hope you know that you'll also shave your beard. Every time you say this is the run, I know that you.
I was saying, I've never shaved anything even close to this in my life. And I lived on military bases. Maybe the real bald Atrioc was the friends we made along the way. Well, I hope you made some friends laughing at my pain on this. But here's what I do feel like. And I throw down this gauntlet now without the encumbrance of my hair. My luxurious, long, flowing hair that will grow back without the encumbrance of it. I feel like I can finally devote my full brain power to beating Hitman hardcore. I think I can do it. I believe. So tomorrow, the Baldathon begins. Don't say 8 Mile. I'm not the guy from 8 Mile. I thought that was Eminem, if you're wondering who the guy from 8 Mile was. I am going to begin the Baldathon probably like 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow and just try to beat Hitman all day. And I'm not going to stop doing that Tuesday, Wednesday, for as long as it takes till I beat it. I have to beat it. It's dominating me right now. Don't call me thick shady. What does that even mean? Someone said future coverage on the de-dollarization with bricks. Right now, you want me to talk about de-dollarization with bricks? I just shaved my head. What is this? What am I being linked? Blake, thank you for the gifted. Blake, thank you for the 5 gifted. Blake, 10125. Thank you so much. I will use your subs plus the money I saved on shampoo and conditioner for many good causes. Thank you, Blake. Smokey McPot. Thank you for the 16. CD Rocks, thank you for the 2. What is this? Twitter slime machine status. Oh, that's just that's his old tweet. Okay, I'm getting some tweets of Jesse Pinkman GIF. Holy moly, holy mackerel. Okay, hey Atrioc, I'm trying to join Squeaksy's stream. I think I took the wrong channel. You look very similar. That's just an insult to Squeaks. I know. When I shaved my head, bro. That's only insulting Squeaks. I literally have a worse hairline than him at this point. Atrioc gonna lose his hitman power like Samson? No, it's the reverse. The hair was holding me back. The thing is, to become good at hitman, you have to look as close to Agent 47 as possible. So actually, I'm thinking I should buy like a barcode tattoo. I think I should buy one of those barcode and then like, you know, maybe get the tie. Maybe go all out, dude. Toupee shopping stream. I don't think so. Someone said Sean Anners. I don't know early YouTube. I know he's early YouTube. I don't know anything about him. Scene Anners. Yeah, he was like Call of Duty, maybe, right? I think Lud liked him or told me about him, but I don't know him. I missed that boat on. Got in late, if anything. Beat regular freelancer for tonight for gear. No, I'm not gonna grind on stream for gear. That's whack. I will do. I'll do hardcore runs tomorrow. I'm trying to think if I should do anything else tonight, or I might end early to watch Barry with Ari. Oh, Community. We have to watch Community. We are owed Community. I should watch Community. We'll do some Community. Yes, we'll do a Community. We'll watch Community. Like now, basically. Yeah, we're gonna watch 2 probably episodes of Community. We'll knock out 2, and then I'll owe. Let's start, and we'll see how many Uno Mosses you guys say. I'm Aldrich, thank you for the prime. Room for Error, thank you for the prime. Yak Yuckiner, thank you for the 4 months. Oogway Died, thank you for the 6 gifted. Neat, thank you for the 12. Just another crab. And thanks to Ari. Shouts to Ari. You guys for giving her Joel emote, and she keeps asking for fun ways to come on stream. So glad everyone's being cool. I'm gonna find what I'm looking for here. God, it's so shiny, dude. I keep getting a reflection of it. Whenever I like it's fine when I'm looking at like a screen that isn't white, but when I look at a screen that's white, like flashes off my like. It doesn't blind you though. It's not a solar flare. Oh Lord. Okay. You wear hats anyways. Oh, let me see. Holy shit! You can't tell the difference. This is what I'm gonna do every day. And look, whenever chat pisses me off, flashbang! Flashbang! I'll literally... Oh, yeah, watch out. You beat it? Man, I want to put a gauntlet down to all the fake fucking gamers out there that think they say that Wild Frost is hard. All the reviews that are like, Wild Frost is too hard, nobody can figure it out. Ari has beaten it 10 times and unlocked the super secret final boss and just beat that.
Yes, I only.
That's fucking schmoted. The fuck is Wild Frost? It's like a Slay the Spire, but kind of super fucking hard.
Slay the Spire is way better, by the way.
Some streamers have been playing it. I've been watching Stans play it. Fun to watch Stans play it, but again, Ari rolls and smokes. She's actually getting crazy good at card games, which is cool. Oogway Died. Thank you for the gifted. All right, now let's play it. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of people played it, and like they said, it was really fucking hard. I tried it one time on the TV, did all right. But it seemed kind of hard. And then she fucking has been crushing it. You should play Across the Albus with her. I wanted to try and beat Slay the Spire 20 Ascension with her on stream. I think that'd be a fun stream. Okay. Trek, you have like 3 hairs still attached. Just wait. It'll all grow back, I'm sure. All right. Let me find Community. We're going to watch Community. I'm going to change the title. Linkus! Linkus, my main man. Shout outs to Linkus. You came in with an oh God. Now, let me finish your sentence for you, Linkus. I assume you're going to say, oh God, that looks fucking good. And I, as your friend, would never make fun of it. I'm super excited for the fashion choices and hairline choices you continue to make. Don't even finish your sentence because we are such good friends. We could finish other sentences. And that is what I think you were going to say. I know, dude, this is the problem. Ari cranked up the overhead light, dude. No wonder. It was like fucking right on the dome flashbanging. Okay. The light's fault. All right. Dude, I feel like it, dude, it's so crazy. When I look at it, it looks like it's green screened out. I feel like there should be hair there and it's just been green screened out, but it's not. Maybe I should shave my head to hide my bald spot. Good idea, Linkus. Join me. Solidarity. Spectacor's bald and he's got a huge bald spot. What the fuck, man? Hey, I'm wearing your merch. I can say it. I can say it when I'm wearing your merch. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Community time. I have to move kind of fast here. I do want to watch Barry with Ari. It's a very fun show that we really like. And it's about a hitman. So check it out. I honestly don't think it looks too bad. And you know I would tell you if I thought it looked bad. I'm honest with these things. Thank you, Linkus. But you saying, honestly, I don't think it looks too bad as my friend. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? What does that mean? That doesn't sound that great. It's fine. It's fine. I legitimately think it's going to make my Hitman runs better. Okay, it's going to really free me. But enough about that. I want to watch Community. I have to dip. We'll have plenty of time to call Squeaks bald tomorrow. Okay? Here's what we'll do. Tomorrow, we're going to pull up a picture of Squeaks next to me, and we'll all call him bald for 3 hours, and that'll be the stream, and then I'll feel better. Linkus call? Okay, I'll call. Linkus!
Not
No,
say
that was really nice of
look
you, man.
at.
Thanks. I really
do not
appreciate that.
twist my words. If you go back in my chat, I literally said it's the first thing. Do you know what the first thought that entered my head when I saw you was? Oh my god, if you wore a white cowboy hat, he would look so good right now. I love cowboy hats. You have such a good haircut for a cowboy hat. That is the first thing I thought. That ass, all right? So you just need to buy a cowboy hat right now, and you will look so good.
Ari! Where's my cowboy hat?
Wait, he owns one? Wait, what, Chad? Oh my god. Wait.